Just wanted to make a little video of the Cadillac heads. These are 76cc heads. Just got done porting them. Porting one. Had them flowed. Guess I'm not done, but still working on them. But had these flowed here. Got up to 286 at 7 and 212 or so on the exhaust side, which is not bad. I think they come somewhere around 240, 250 stock, I guess. A lot of people are getting them up to 295-ish, 297. And then some of the big dogs, the big players, the pros, the companies, Cadco, MTS, I think they were able to hit 330s at one time. But I do not know for sure. Just know what I flowed. Had some 120 heads. I've had some 76cc heads. And you will see the difference in a second here. But it's kind of what they come like. These are actually roughed in for a 2.2 intake and 1.8 on the exhaust side. They are roughed in. I'm going to do my port work. Started working some down already. And then take them back to the machine shop so they can finish this stuff in, put some guides in. We're going to call it a day. So these are smog heads here. They actually have a hole right there where that plug is at. And then a bolt was put into that hole. And I've been grinding down on the bolts here. So I still got to unshroud the valve area. Got a lot to go, and then I got to work that valve guide area here. So in the end, hopefully they look something like this without burning through here. Guide is worked down, the bowl is opened up. Exhaust is starting to rust, man. You can't let them sit for nothing. Jesus. So worked the combustion chamber here, unshrouded the valve area there also here, gave them some eyebrows. Worked this corner down here a little bit, this corner down here, and then I polished up as much as I could. So you'll see these valves still have a nice wall right there. Got to get rid of that wall, get this little guy right here, and a little one over on this side here. So got rid of that stuff, and things are looking a little better here. Also reamed these holes here to get rid of some of the sharp edges there, as they look something like so. Get rid of these little nicks, all that rough area, because I'm scared they're going to crack, even though they've been very good to me. I did lose a water pump belt one time at Brainerd. Blew my head gasket, but the heads were okay. That motor's still running over there, but it's too slow now. So that's about that on this side here. Nice radius here. Really nice there, actually. So excited about that turn right there. And then we did a roof raise here because of the angle that this intake comes in is usually up somewhere here. I'll try to show it here. And we're just trying to change that angle back down, or up, I guess. Stock intake actually dipped down and then came back up into the heads, just to try to fit under the hood of the Cadillac here. So let's see if I can show an angle here. See here. So, stock angle. Boom. And then a worked angle. This is a terrible example, by the way. I don't have an angle finder, but yeah, so you kind of see level with the head here. Got a pretty decent angle versus this side here. So we're trying to kill some of that angle to get some flow. And then last up is the push rod pinch. Push rods come in here, and you've got this little turn here. These actually go this way and then turn towards the intake valve right there. We're trying to kill some of that angle there. So with my handy dandy calipers here, we can see we're at Can't see anything. There we go. 0.18. Yep, for stock. When we get done, 0.11. So, I don't know how thick you feel like getting. It's actually pretty thick here. I may actually go down some more. That angle, that's about how thick that wall is still. Might be able to push that back some. What am I talking about? Yeah, because we got a healthy intake. This bad boy here, the Bulldog, is what we're running here. There's 120cc heads. You can see the valves are a 1/4 inch deeper into the combustion chamber, and that's how they decided to please the EPA when they said, give us better emissions. So they lowered the compressions by pushing these valves down into the head. Unfortunately, that angle is really bad now, and we killed some flow. So these are worked here, 211 for intake valves and 177 for exhaust. Very popular with these heads because they are Oldsmobile off-the-shelf valves, 493 heads. So did the push rod pinch on here, did the roof raise, and I got these heads up to 260 something, I believe, but that was years ago. So now this head is a lot better. It's a lot smoother there. It's not such a sharp edge there, which is where we get our good flow from in our high compression here. These valves are up here. This combustion chamber is a lot smaller. Yes, so this is my new tool I've been porting with. The Harbor Freight tool that had this big head on the end of it. Probably like, I don't know, somewhere around this size here. If you cut it off there, it was a big bulky head. So I wasn't able to port those 120s that well. But now this guy actually reaches really nicely in there, getting really thin head there. I kind of like that bit right there. She was doing me pretty good here. These are all the bits I have. Don't use barely, not a lot of these guys. This thing is supposed to be good for porting heads. I did not like it at all. Just tried to use it again today, just to verify I didn't like it at all, and I didn't. So, a lot of stuff I didn't really use here. These guys I did like, though. This guy moves a lot of material. This guy probably would move some stuff too. But these smaller ones turned out to be really well for me. Some sanding rolls, got a bag of those from Harbor Freight. And went through almost all of them there. So $25 bag, a box of sanding rolls. Expect to go through them all if you're going to be doing some decent work. Yeah, so my roof raise. Well, you can kind of see the angle from this here. So there's my angle somewhere around there. Like I was saying here, see if I can get a picture of this angle here so you can kind of see that angle. Switch it over, you see that angle actually needs to go all the way down. So we tried to get rid of that angle. Yeah, that's a pretty good representation of it. Bring that angle up to match that bully dog. Well, that's about it. Push rod pinch and change that angle. Push rod pinch. Unshroud these valves, get that valve guide area cleaned up. I didn't do anything on the exhaust side over here, not at all. So, and she flowed about 73%. Where's my chart? So boom, there she is. There's my flow chart here. Boom, she starts losing at about 0.4. And then she still hasn't plateaued at 0.7, but she's getting there. 286 CFM, 212 CFM on exhaust. Boom. Yep. Just got this done. So flowed on the Superflow 600, 28 inches, 4.310. Stock bore for Cadillac is 4.30. So that is life. This is what I'm working on still. I'm only working this angle here, then I'll flip the heads over and work the next angle here. So fun stuff. Still got to deburr this stuff here. Don't want no cracks, you know, crack kills. That's about it. These are going in a blasey blah blah. They're going in a big Cadillac. So, what's that? Turn the light on. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's a beaut. Questions, comments, I don't care. Go ahead and say what you say. I am definitely no professional. This is only my second set of heads I've ported here, and I know there's people that, I mean, there's pros out there that tell me what I need to do and keep working this area and that area and this area and stuff, but that's what I work. That's what I got. 286 CFM, and most of the people are getting 295-ish or so. So I'll leave that on the table here. I might work that push rod pinch though a little bit more, but I will leave the rest of that on the table so I don't burn through these things, because this is the only set of 76 cc heads I have, and I don't want to burn through them at all. That's about it.